Start your day like a Stoic master. Does your day begin with chaos? A frantic scramble of notifications, nagging anxiety, and that awful feeling you're already behind? What if you could start your day not with stress, but with strength, not with distraction, but with direction? The great Stoic thinkers, men like the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the influential statesman Seneca, and the great teacher Epictetus, knew a secret. They understood that the first hour of the day isn't just the start of your day. It's the foundation for your entire life. They treated the morning like a training ground, a quiet sanctuary to fortify the mind before the world could lay siege to it. For them, the dawn was a metaphorical battlefield where the most important victory was won, the victory over oneself. In this video, you'll learn their ancient wisdom, translated into 5 powerful, practical rituals. These aren't just habits. They're a new operating system for your morning, designed to help you conquer the day with focus, resilience, and purpose. So let's learn how to stop being a slave to your mornings and instead start your day like a Stoic master. And if you're ready to build a life of intention, make sure you subscribe, because our journey into wisdom is just beginning. Before we start, let's be honest. How many times have you hit the snooze button, telling yourself you need more rest, only to start the day in a panicked rush? Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in the world at the time, faced the exact same struggle. He wrote to himself in his private journal, "Meditations. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm?" This isn't just a call to get out of bed. It's a call to wake up to your purpose. The Stoics believed a good life is built not by grand sweeping gestures, but by the small, intentional actions we take every single day. And it all begins the moment you open your eyes. Let's explore the rituals that turn that moment from a struggle into a source of immense power. Ritual 1. Practice memento mori. 2. The contemplation of mortality. The first ritual might sound grim, but it's actually one of the most life-affirming practices of all. Memento mori, or remember, you will die. The Stoics didn't dwell on death to be morbid. They did it to inject urgency and gratitude into their lives. They knew that remembering life is short is the ultimate tool for prioritization. It slices through the noise, the trivial anxieties, and the pointless distractions, leaving only what truly matters. Seneca, in his letters, advised his friends to prepare for life's reversals, reminding them that fortune is fickle and nothing is truly permanent. When you truly internalize that your time is limited, you stop squandering it. You no longer postpone joy, delay forgiveness, or put off living a life of virtue. This idea is powerfully summarized in the spirit of Marcus Aurelius's writings. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. So, how can you practice this without falling into despair? It's simpler than you think. First, upon waking, take just 30 seconds. Look at your hands. Feel the air in your lungs. Acknowledge the profound fact that you are alive. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This isn't a given, it's a gift. Second, think about your day as if it were your last. This doesn't mean being reckless. It means acting with intention. Would you spend your last day tangled in petty arguments? Would you waste it on mindless scrolling? Or would you focus on your work with integrity, treat others with kindness, and find beauty in the small moments? The thought of death clarifies what is essential. It forces you to ask the right questions. Is this argument worth my final hours? Is this task aligned with my values? This practice is the ultimate antidote to procrastination. It strips away the non-essential and magnifies what's meaningful. By remembering you will die, you finally learn how to truly live. Ritual 2. Journaling like an emperor, forging clarity and character. Once you've established the why of your day with memento mori, the next ritual helps you define the how. For the Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, this was done through journaling. His famous work, Meditations, was never meant to be published. It was his private journal, a tool for self-reflection and reinforcing Stoic principles. He wasn't just documenting his life, he was training his character. Modern morning routines often include journaling, but the Stoic approach is different. It's not a Dear Diary confession, it's a strategic, philosophical workout for your mind. It's a proactive conversation with yourself to prepare for the day ahead. This is where you build your inner citadel, a mental fortress of calm against the chaos of the world. Here is a simple, 3-part framework for journaling like a Stoic, which you can do in just 5 to 10 minutes. Part 1. Set your intention. This is where you define what a successful day looks like, not in terms of outcomes, but in terms of character. The Stoics were guided by 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Instead of writing, "I'm going to finish my report," a Stoic might write, "Today, I will approach my work with focus and diligence." Temperance. "I will speak honestly and fairly." Justice. "I will face difficult conversations without backing down." Courage. "And I will try to understand others by listening more than I speak." Wisdom. You're not just setting goals, you're defining the person you intend to be. Part 2. Anticipate the obstacles. This leads directly into our next ritual, but it starts here, in your journal. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote to himself something like, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness." This wasn't pessimism, it was preparation. By writing down the potential challenges of the day, a difficult colleague, a frustrating commute, an unexpected problem, you strip them of their power to surprise you. Ask yourself, what challenges might I face today? Then, and here's the crucial part, ask, how can I meet these challenges with virtue? Part 3. Practice gratitude. Finally, ground yourself in appreciation, but go deeper than just a surface-level list. Seneca taught that true gratitude comes from appreciating what you have as if you could lose it. Reflect on things you often take for granted. I am grateful for my health, because it isn't guaranteed. I am grateful for my family, because our time together is precious. I am grateful for this quiet moment, a small sanctuary from the day's noise. This practice fosters a profound sense of perspective. This journaling practice becomes your daily strategy session. You're no longer just reacting to the day, you're actively shaping your response to it before it even begins. Ritual 3. Premeditatio malorum, the rehearsal for resilience. The third ritual, premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, is one of the most powerful Stoic practices. It's the art of negative visualization. While modern self-help often preaches relentless positivity, the Stoics knew that blind optimism is brittle. Resilience isn't built by hoping for the best, it's forged by preparing for the worst. Seneca advised that we should start each day with the thought, "Fortune gives us nothing which we can really own." This practice isn't about fostering anxiety, it's about annihilating it by facing it head-on. The punch that hurts the most is the one you don't see coming. Premeditatio malorum is about seeing every possible punch in advance, so when life throws one, you aren't shocked or destabilized. You're ready. Here's how to work this into your morning. It can be part of your journal or a separate 2-3 minute meditation. First, visualize your day ahead. Think about your most important tasks or interactions. Now, imagine things going wrong not in a catastrophic way, but in plausible, everyday ways. Imagine the presentation you've prepared is met with harsh criticism. Imagine you get stuck in traffic and are late. Imagine a project you're leading hits an unexpected snag. Second, and this is the most critical step, see yourself responding to these challenges with perfect Stoic calm. Picture yourself handling the criticism with grace, not defensiveness. See yourself accepting the traffic delay without rage, using the time for reflection instead. Visualize yourself approaching the project setback not with panic, but with a rational, problem-solving mindset. You are mentally rehearsing resilience. You are training your mind to stay in its inner citadel while the world outside rages. Third, after imagining these difficulties, return to your present reality, where none of these things have happened. The feeling that follows is often one of immense gratitude and relief. The presentation hasn't happened yet. The commute is still in the future. You are safe in this present moment. This practice creates a deep appreciation for the peace of right now. This isn't pessimism. It's a strategic tool for building mental armor. It makes you more prepared and, paradoxically, more optimistic, because you trust that you can handle whatever the day throws at you. Ritual 4. Define your intention, the work of a human being. The fourth ritual is about moving from thinking to doing, but with a crucial Stoic twist. It's about setting an intention, not just a to-do list. The Stoics believed our main job is to live as rational, social beings who contribute to the common good. Your job, your chores, your daily tasks, these aren't burdens. They are the arena where you practice virtue. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself when he struggled to leave his warm bed, I am rising to the work of a human being. This reframes your entire day. You're not just going to work, you're engaging in the practice of being a good person. Your intention becomes your compass, guiding your actions based on who you want to be. Here's how to put this into practice each morning. First, know the difference between goals and intentions. A goal is external. Close the sale. An intention is internal. In my sales call, I will be honest and empathetic, regardless of the outcome. A goal is about what you get. An intention is about who you are. As Seneca said, if one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. Your intention is your port. Second, choose one primary virtue you want to practice for the day. Maybe yesterday you were impatient. Today, your intention is to practice patience. Maybe you were distracted. Today, your intention is to practice focus. You can write this down or just hold it in your mind. Today, my guiding principle will be compassion, or today, I will focus on what is essential. Third, connect this intention to your daily work. Whatever your job is, it is your training ground. If you're a writer, your intention is not just to write, but to write with clarity and truth. If you're a parent, your intention is not just to get the kids to school, but to do so with patience and love. If you're a cashier, your intention is not just to scan items, but to treat each customer with dignity. This ritual transforms the mundane into the meaningful. Checking email is no longer a chore. It's an opportunity to practice focus. A difficult meeting is no longer something to dread. It's a chance to practice courage and justice. By setting a clear, virtuous intention, you ensure that no matter what the day brings, you are doing the work you were born for. Ritual 5. Embrace voluntary discomfort, the training for toughness. The final ritual is perhaps the most physical, embracing voluntary discomfort. The Stoics weren't against pleasure, but they knew that a life devoted only to comfort creates a fragile spirit. To be resilient, you have to intentionally step outside your comfort zone. In his 18th letter, Seneca described how he would practice a form of poverty, eating scantiest and cheapest fare and wearing rough clothes. He did this not because he had to, but to remind himself that he could endure hardship and that his happiness didn't depend on luxury. This practice, a form of discipline training, builds mental toughness. It's the physical version of premeditatio malorum. You're not just imagining hardship, you're experiencing a small, controlled dose of it. This does two things. It prepares you for the real discomforts of life, and it makes you deeply appreciate the comforts you do have. Here are simple, modern ways to embrace voluntary discomfort in your morning. First, the cold shower. It's a classic for a reason. Taking a cold shower, even for just 30 to 60 seconds, is a powerful act of will. Your mind screams for warmth, but you choose to endure the shock. In that moment, you are training your discipline muscle. You are teaching your mind that you are in control, not your fleeting impulses. Second, physical exertion. The Stoics knew the mind and body were linked. Engage in physical training, especially when you don't feel like it. Marcus Aurelius, despite his delicate health, understood the importance of physical exercise. Pushing through that last rep or running that extra minute is a direct deposit into your bank of mental fortitude. Third, intermittent fasting or simple eating. You can practice this by skipping a morning snack you usually crave, or having a simple breakfast like Seneca's, which sometimes consisted of little more than bread and water. This isn't about dieting. It's about practicing self-restraint and appreciating the abundance you normally enjoy. It detaches your well-being from the need for constant pleasure. These small voluntary acts of hardship build a powerful psychological buffer. When real, involuntary hardship arrives, an illness, a financial problem, you won't be a stranger to discomfort. You will have trained for it. You will have proven to yourself, day after day, that you are tougher than you think. Conclusion. So there you have it, 5 rituals rooted in thousands of years of wisdom that can fundamentally transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. Start by contemplating your mortality to live with urgency. Journal like an emperor to find clarity. Practice negative visualization to build resilience. Define your virtuous intention to make every act meaningful. And embrace voluntary discomfort to train your mind and body for any challenge. These aren't just tips for a more productive morning. They are the building blocks of a Stoic life, a life of purpose, tranquility, and inner strength. You don't need to be an emperor to live this way. You just need to begin. As the Stoics taught, well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing. The power to conquer your day, and ultimately your life, lies in the quiet, intentional choices you make in that first hour. You have the blueprint. The training begins tomorrow at dawn. If this guide has provided you with value, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into ancient wisdom for modern life. And now, a question for you. Which of these 5 rituals will you commit to trying tomorrow morning? Will you face the cold shower? Will you start your journal? Will you contemplate your own mortality? Declare your intention in the comments below. Let's hold each other accountable and begin this journey together. Start small, stay consistent, and build the life you were meant to live.